friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Nejmu's History. In the last class we already started the first chapter of ancient India, the sources of early Indian history, and also discussed about the archaeological sources. Now I am going to discuss about the literary sources. I think all of you have so many doubts regarding the literary sources, what is literary sources and how these sources is helpful for the reconstruction of our past. Nothing to worry about this. To watching this full video, you will get a detailed picture about the literary works. In India, there are existed two types of literary works. The first one is the religious literary works and the second one is secular literary works. Actually, the religious literary works was some literary works related with the particular religion, and through learning this work we can understand about that particular religion, but not only that particular religion but also the society also in that period of time. Then you know that in ancient period there are three religions existed in India: Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. From the coming of the Aryans, the Vedic age started. In that time there are four Vedas written by Aryans: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. Among these, the Rig Veda was very prominent. Actually, from Rig Veda we got information about the Aryan society from each and every aspect of society, such as economic, social, political and religious belief of that Aryan people. For example, we got information about Aryans are warlike people and they are pastoral community. This type of information we got only with the help of these literary works. Then other than Vedas, there are epics also. The two important epics was Ramayana and Mahabharata. Through these epics we also got detailed information about different level of society. Actually, more than the Vedas, the different level of society's information given by these epics. Also, through the learning of these type of epics, we can understand about the ancient periods region. Actually, you know, today's political map of India was very different from the ancient period of time. Actually, in ancient period, there was a lot of regions with a particular name, and through the learning of these works, we can understand about the names of these particular regions and the distance between two regions and the political boundaries of that time's empires. Then the Dharma Shastras, such as the Manusmriti, also gave a lot of information about that existing Hindu society and their way of life and religious belief, and some sacrifices existed in that period and also some rituals. Actually, all of this information was very useful for the reconstruction of that period of time. Then after that period, the Buddhism was originated by Gautama with Buddha. But the one important thing is that the Vedic literary works are written in Sanskrit language only. But in the period of Buddhism, with the coming of Buddhism, Buddhism was influenced by a lot of common people. Actually, in Buddhism there was no caste discrimination. That's why the common peoples are influenced by Buddhism a lot. In earlier period of time, Buddhist literatures are written in Pali language. Pali was a language used by common people. Actually, the Sanskrit language was used only by the Brahmins and higher caste people. There was no right for learning Sanskrit language for this lowest class of society. That's why the earlier time Buddhist literary works are written in Pali language. But in later period, some works also written in Sanskrit also. Then these three Pidakas of Buddhism was an important example. Actually, Buddhist literature. Three Pidaka is the Vinaya Pidaka, Sutta Pidaka and Abhidhamma Pidaka. Three Pidakas gave a lot of information about the Buddha's teachings and Buddha's philosophy and the discipline of the monastical life of monks also. Then some important works in Pali language. Actually, the masterpiece in Pali language was Milinda Panha, a question and answer with the Indo-Greek ruler Minder and the Buddhist monk Nagasena. Actually, some detailed explanation about Buddhism was mentioned in this work. Then in Sanskrit language there were so many important works. For example, the Ashogosha's Buddha Charita was prominent among these. Actually, from this Buddha Charita have a lot of information about the Buddha's life. Then Jataka stories also gave some information about the previous birth of Buddhas. Jataka stories related with the previous birth of Buddhas. Then Jainism also gives so many literary works. Actually, one important thing is that Jainism all time promoted the trade and gave information about trade relation and mentions about trade and trade activities. You know that the Jainism was religion, promoted the trade practices. Also, the Jainism also gave information about the eastern UP and the region of eastern UP and Bihar. Actually, due to the reason is that the Jainism was originated in this period. That's why these literary works gave the information not only about this Jainism but also about that region's society also. Then I think you got some points about the religious literary works. Then actually I am going to telling about the secular literary works. What is secular literary works? Actually, these secular literary works have no relation with any particular religion. These works are written by some authors in some period of time. Actually, for example, the Arthashastra of Kaudilya was very prominent among. You know about Kaudilya. Kaudilya was an intelligent prime minister of Chandragupta Maurya. Through the learning of Arthashastra, we got a detailed information about the Mauryan administration and that society existed in that period of time. And also mentioned about the revenue system and the land grants and the different types of officials. About the different types of officials in that empire, and also a lot of information about regarding the Mauryan empire. Then the Vishakadatta's Mudra Rakshasa was another important works in that Mauryan period. This gave information about Chandragupta's Chandragupta's and Nanda's defeat in the after Chandragupta accessed the throne. Then you know that other than this, some works of Kalidasa's Vijnana Shakuntalam and some works of Patanjali also gave a lot of information about that ancient society also. Another important works related this ancient period was the Kalhana's Rajatarangini. Actually, Rajatarangini gave a lot of information about the ancient Kashmir society and culture, and detailed information about that Kashmir society. Then you know that during the period of Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana, Scott have one author, Banavata. Banavata wrote Harshacharita. Actually, through the learning of this Harshacharita, we got information about the Harsha society, Harsha spirit, in each and every aspect, economic, social, political and cultural society about Harshas. Then regarding South India, in ancient period there are three kingdoms existed in South India, Chera, Chola and Pandya kingdoms. In that period known as Sangam age. Actually the information about Sangam age we got through the Sangam literature. Actually Sangam literature throw light about the society, cultural and trade relationship with other countries. So with about all information about these three kingdoms and society of that period also. Then all of these literary sources, religious and secular, was very important for the reconstruction of our past. Then I think you got some points regarding these literary sources. If you have any doubts, you can comment. I will give the explanation in next class. Then we will see in next class with one next topic about the travel icons. Okay, then once again I am telling, please subscribe my channel. You will get new information regarding the new videos, and share and support my channel. Okay, bye.